Okay, this is question 2b, and the way we're going to approach this is that I'm going to draw the base, then I'll do the hexagonal cutout, then I'll draw the block, and I may do a cutout here, or I may draw a step block, and then I may do another extrusion and a hole in this on the other side of the face. Then I'll draw the lugs, and I'll use the mirror 3D command to create the other 4 lugs. I will centralize the block within the work planes so that I can use them as my mirror planes later on. Okay, to start, create new part, metric, standard, and create. Okay, starting out, I will click on the exact plane so that it's I'm drawing the plan view of the block, and I'll create a rectangle. I'll centralize the rectangle using the vertical constraints followed by the horizontal constraints. Okay, then the dimensions that I'll use for the length, let's check it out. For the length here is 180, for the width is 100, so it's 180 by 100, so 180 for this and 100 for this. Okay, and then I will finish sketch. I will extrude to a height of 30 millimeters. Okay, to a height of 30 millimeters. 30, enter, and I'll have this block. Okay, seeing my front view. This is my front view, and that's my rectangle block. Now I will draw on this surface, and I will draw a cutout. Okay, this is the center of it. I'll draw a cutout of the hexagonal. So the hexagonal command resides in the rectangle command, so you need to go all the way down and look for the one that says polygon. Polygon is 6 sides, right? 6 sides, and you have your circumscribe and inscribe options over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out, I'm given across corners, 40 across corners, so it's corner to corner. Then what I will do is I will choose this, right, inscribe, right, which gives me the corner across corner, and this is the center of my hexagon. And I will put it out here like this first, and what I'll do is I will dimension it across corners, right? And across corners it is what was that dimension again? Let's see, 40, so I'll enter in the value of 40, and then it is fully constrained, so I will finish my sketch and I will extrude cut the whole entire feature, and it's going through the whole entire block, so I'll click through all and I'll click OK, right? So this is it. Next, I will sketch on this surface, right, and I'll sketch the profile of the block out. I'll sketch this profile starting from this point. I'll go up, and I'll go up to the height of 60 plus 20 millimeters, so it's 60, 70, 80 millimeters. I will go across 50, and then I'll come down by 60, and I'll create this step. Okay, I'll create this step. So I'll start from here, sorry, and I'll make sure that this point is 50 millimeters away from the front edge. Okay, so I'll go up by 20, go in by 20, go up by 60, go across by 50. All right, so starts off with the line command. I can project geometry and project on this whole face, so I can make use of this line to close my loop. Okay, I start off the first point here, going up by 20 millimeters. Sorry, it didn't quite go that way. Control Z. My first point is here, and I go up vertically by 20 millimeters, right? And then I go in by 20 millimeters as well, and then I go up vertically, right, vertically by 60 millimeters, 0, and then I go across horizontally by 50 millimeters, and then I close the loop by going back down. Okay, and whoa, I did that too fast. Finish sketch, so I need to edit sketch again, and this distance here to the edge is 50 millimeters, 50. Okay, and you can see that the whole sketch is fully constrained. Now some of you are asking me, but Mr. Roy, you didn't close the loop with drawing a black line here. Will you still be able to complete the sketch, right? Will you still be able to extrude? Well, as long as you have the yellow line over here and it is touching the two vertical lines, it will be considered a closed loop. But when you click on the extrude command, they will not know which profile to choose, because you could choose this profile, or you could choose this top profile that you just drew. Okay, so let's see. Right, so you actually need to select your profile. See, you can actually select the bottom profile, or you can select the top profile. So this is the profile that I want, and I'm going to extrude in the other direction, and I'm going to extrude through the length, so I can move over here and I can say extrude to this face. Okay, so this is how it is. Right, now I'll come over here, extrude from the top. Right, uh, I'm going to draw the circle. Okay, the circle, and the circle's radius is 50. Right, finish sketch, and I'm going to extrude, and the top half, that's all I need, and it goes in by 25. All right, 25. So that's my extrude. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to draw a point. Right, and I need not dimension my point because it shares the same center as the circle. Right, so I can finish it, and then I can do a hole. Okay, it's a true hole, a clear hole, and the diameter of the hole is diameter 50. Okay, and it's a true hole. So diameter 50, it's going to be a big hole, true hole, and I click OK. So this is what I have, right? Okay, that's very good. Now the next thing that I'm going to draw is I'm going to draw a lug, L-U-G, one of the lugs. Okay, and I'm going to draw it from this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sketch plane, right, from here underneath, and project geometry, right, so that it shares the same geometry, and then I'm going to start from this end, and it goes up. All right, let's take a look at the geometry, the geometrical dimensions of the lug. It starts from the corner, it goes up, right, it goes up, and across centers is 140. Okay, across centers is 140. So what happens is that what we can do is we can draw a circle. We can draw a circle and we can extrude the whole thing as one feature. Okay, as one feature, and we can extrude the whole thing as one feature. The radius, the outer radius is R15. The inner radius, 4 holes diameter times 16, diameter 16. Okay, so it's a radius 15, diameter 16. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to draw a line, I'm going to draw a circle. Okay, and this circle is diameter 16. Right, and I'm going to move it somewhere in the center here. Right, and I'm going to dimension its length from here to the center. Is good, cross center is 140, so it's 70. Right, and then there is going to be a radius, right? They have a radius of R15. So actually this to this edge here, the distance is 15. Okay, R15. So how do I, that what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a circle that's R15, which is 30 in diameter. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a line down. Okay, and I'm going to repeat that command. Spacebar repeats the command as well. Okay, and I'm going to trim the inner circle, I don't need that. Alright, okay, this one is a blue line because I think I didn't snap it to the quadrant, so I could always just make this tangent to the circle and then it becomes a black line. Okay, if you feel insecure, you can draw an additional black line across, but I'm not going to do that because I have the yellow line that encloses the whole entire feature. So from there, I will extrude in the opposite direction, and the width of this part is 12 millimeters. Okay, the width of this part is 12 millimeters. Now, what am I going to do? How am I going to mirror it across? I'm going to use this mirror command, and the mirror command will ask me to select features. Notice it's plural, means you can actually select more than one feature. So for this case, I only have one feature, which is here, and the mirror plane that I will choose, right? I'll click the plus to reveal the original mirror planes, and I'll choose the XY mirror plane, okay? And so that I can create this, right? I can repeat that command, and I can select the features, and this time around the feature that I will select is the extrusion 5 and the mirrored component. Now I'll choose another mirror plane, and I will choose YZ the YZ plane. Okay, now I'll click OK. And what you can see is you can see the 4 lugs, and they are created fully flush to the wall. Yeah. Now what will happen is that if you go to the original lug, and you do an edit sketch, and you decide to change the diameter of the hole, okay, diameter of the hole to 5, right? It becomes a small hole. Click OK, right? And then it changes. Okay. Now, if I okay, my bad on my end. I shouldn't have drawn it as a circle. I should have used the hole function. By using the hole function, I can then modify it further to create it as a threaded hole. But I made a cardinal sin. I drew a hole by drawing a circle. Okay. But what you can do is you can create two features after you've created the lug. Second one, you use the point under the sketch command. You draw a point. You center the point according to the center of this radius, and then you can use the hole command to create the hole requirement. Right. With that, sketch. Let me change this back to 16. With that, this ends the demonstration of how. Whoops. Sorry, it's this one that needs to change to 16. With that, this ends the demonstration for question 2b. Question 2b. Alright, I'm going to save this file. Once you save this file, you can click here, and I change the file name to question 2b. Save. Alright, till then, see you again on the next example.